everyone, so today I have my favorites for the entire year. These are products that I have just fallen in love with over 2012, and they are things that I would totally buy again and just completely recommend them to all of you. This video is going to be just all makeup things that I just really love, and then part 2 will be hair, skin, and body products. So hopefully you guys can find some new makeup things that you can try yourself, and you probably already have some of these things because they're really good. And if you don't have them, you should try them. So first is the Makeup Forever HD. It's the high definition foundation. This stuff is just kind of like a foundation that is my go-to. If I just need like a flawless face, a little bit more than light coverage, I'd say this is medium coverage, and then you can build it. So it just gives you skin that looks so flawless, so great, and you never have to worry about it. Like, you know it's gonna look good. This is in the shade 130, and I also have 118, I think, so this is amazing. Next one is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation, and the bummer about this stuff is I ordered mine off of eBay because they don't sell it in the United States. I think they only sell it in like the UK and Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what the packaging looks like. The thing I like about this, it just gives my face just a really nice, healthy look to it. It just looks like your face is so even, so smooth, and just so flawless. The last thing for like an overall face is this tinted moisturizer. It's the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer in the illuminating one. And I know you've all heard me talk about this so many times. It's definitely more of a lighter coverage than those foundations, but that's because it's a tinted moisturizer, it's not a foundation. But the thing I like about this, it's kind of like a tinted moisturizer combined with a highlighter, a liquid highlighter, and then when you put it on your skin, it just gives your skin such a great glow. It looks so radiant, so healthy, and just kind of like you were at the beach and you came back and your skin is just glowing. I tell all my friends to buy it. I'm like, seriously, you need to have this. Next, I have 2 powders. One is technically I think of it as a foundation. It is the Laura Mercier Mineral Powder. What I do with this is usually put it on top of my tinted moisturizer, or if I want like more full coverage, I'll put it on top of foundation. Or you could just put it on top of a primer, and that's totally fine too. Here's what I like about this powder. Oh, mine is in the shade Natural Beige. So most powders, I really don't like powder. I don't like the look of a very matte, kind of flat face. But this powder is the first one that when you apply it, it doesn't look like you powder on. It gives your skin a really dewy look. And not many powders you can say that about. When you put it on, it just gives your skin kind of a sheen, which is kind of strange. There's no like glitter or anything in here. But it just gives your skin such a great like moisturized look, which is really rare for a powder. It's beautiful. And these 2 are honestly like must-haves in anybody's makeup collection if you are a makeup addict like I am. For a setting powder, so this is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and this is just, it's kind of like a little bit bigger than this one. This is the most beautiful, flawless setting powder that I've ever found. I've tried the Makeup Forever HD one, which I don't like. It's very white, and in pictures it gives your face a white cast. This is invisible in pictures. You can't see it at all. I used this for my wedding. The powder is so fine that it's so smooth, and it makes your skin just feel so soft. After I put my under eye concealer on, I always put this on top of it, and it just sets it in place so nicely. And then I'll just kind of put it on my T-zone and my chin just to get rid of any shine, and it is beautiful. On to a primer. I guess I should have mentioned this first. This is my favorite primer I've ever tried. It is the Muir Skin Perfecting Primer in the dewy finish. And they have a dewy finish and they have a matte finish. And I like the dewy finish the best. So if you guys haven't heard of Muir, it is a skin company. So, you know, they have a lot of acne products. They have just different products depending on your skin type. And I think that's why I like this so much, because it is a primer that is not just specifically to set your makeup or keep your makeup, you know, holding longer. It actually helps the overall appearance of your skin. So it claims that it's supposed to, you know, improve your pores and just have like a more flawless, kind of smooth skin. And honestly, I do think it does that. It is just so moisturizing and just really lightweight, and I usually don't like primers. I feel like a lot of primers are very silicone-y. Like, I don't like any of the Smashbox ones. They just feel kind of greasy and oily on my face, and I feel like they make my makeup kind of smear around, which is the opposite of their intent. This is just a really good primer. Even though I just bashed Smashbox primers, they do have one thing that I do really like, and it is an eye primer. So I went to Sephora one day and I was looking for a concealer that would help hydrate my eyes, because I feel like my eyes are getting really dry underneath. So the lady suggested that I try this, and it's a hydrating under eye primer. So basically you put this on at the same time as you do your face primer, and it just helps keep your under eye concealer on and hydrated. So I feel like I can't live without this now, which is bad. But now, honestly, I do notice a difference with this. When I use it, I don't notice any fine lines under my eyes, and it just totally hydrates under there, and it keeps your concealer from sliding around. So this is what this little guy looks like, and it also has like a pink tint to it. It's supposed to reduce the look of puffiness, dark circles, and it also brightens under your eye too. So if you just want like a quick kind of thing to add to your routine, I would definitely try this. It just has made like a huge difference to my makeup. And then for primers for my eyelids, I love these two. The first is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and it's in the Eden color, which is like a concealer color. So this is in the new packaging. I don't like the old one, but when you put it on, it has kind of like a yellow tint to it, and it acts kind of like a concealer. So here it is right here. So you can see it has, you know, a skin tone color to it, which I like, because when I put a primer on my eyes, I want it to cancel out any redness, any veins, or anything like that. And this will definitely hold your eyeshadow in place. I have it on today, and it's just a really good primer. The other one is the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, and some people say that they don't like this because their eyelids get oily still. I've never found an issue with it. I don't have like extremely oily eyelids though, so I don't know. It might be different for people, but you can see I've definitely put a huge dent in this. And again, this is more of a concealer one too. It has a thick texture as well. I don't know if you can see that, but this is more of a yellow toned, and this is more of a pink tone. So my favorite highlighter is my Mary Luminizer highlighter by The Balm. This is what the case looks like. I got mine off of Sephora, but you can find these actually at TJ Maxx has some Balm products every now and then, and also Hot Look has them. So just keep your eye out for them. But this is just so pretty. It's just such like a pearly highlighter and gives like just a beautiful luminosity to your cheeks, and it kind of gives like a wet look, which I like. So I usually put it like right here, here, and then wherever I want to glow. But this is gorgeous. You can also use this as like a under your brow bone or in your tear duct for just a little bit of a brightening effect. But this is so great. I've talked about this so many times. Two blushes that I just love. The first is NARS, and it is in the shade Luster, and it is a peachy color. Honestly, if you like look at this in Sephora, it looks like nothing. Like, it's not very, here it is right there. You can't really see it. It's kind of like a skin tone color. You're like, I don't know. But I heard Essie Button talk about this, and she was saying how the same thing, how you don't really like, it's just kind of a whatever color, and then when you put it on your cheeks, it's like instantly you look more healthy, you look more awake, and it just gives your skin a really pretty glow. And I have just used so much of this year. It has been so worth the money. And then the other one, which is kind of like a product I didn't really think I would like very much, is the Sheer Cover Blush, and it is the Bronzing Pink Minerals. I actually have it on right now, and you can see I have no highlighter on right now, like I don't have this on, but this gives your cheeks like an instant glow. It is a very baby pink color, and it's just really, really pretty. It gives your skin like a very nice luminosity to it, and it's just a really, really good blush. For the winner for eyeshadows this year, it has to be my Inglot palette. I'm obsessed with this. I created this for my wedding just so I could have one palette that I could just use and not have to like think about much. I created it myself. You go to an Inglot counter and then you pick the shadows that you want, and I just kind of picked and choose. I have a video on all the shades because it takes a while to take them all out, but you can see they're all neutrals. It's not very exciting, but I use neutrals so much. I have all Inglot shadows on right now, and this has just been my favorite eyeshadow palette, and it's really not that expensive either. Let me show you a couple swatches of it just so you can see how pigmented it is. So here's like the brown. I mean, that's just crazy. There's like a light brown, and then there's like that sheeny color. So here's a black too. Look how nice those are. They're so creamy, and now I have this all over. Okay, last I have some lip products and some eye products. For lipstick, I have two favorites, or three favorites. They're all kind of the same color, which is kind of funny. I feel like I just kind of gravitate towards these colors. The first one is one I have on right now, and I wore this for my wedding. It is Estee Lauder Pinkberry, and it is their, let's see, Pure Color Long Lasting Lipstick, and it's just a really nice rose color, and just very neutral, very hydrating, and it lasts so long. So this is just a good like everyday color. And isn't the packaging really nice? I just think it's really nice. I got this off of eBay actually. The other one is Revlon Primrose. This is in the cream formula, which I just love so much. Very similar color, but it's actually a little bit more purple tone. The last one is the Bare Essentials Buxom lipstick. This is actually a sample, but it's lasted me a super long time, and I'm going to buy the full size once I run out of this. This is in the shade, what is the shade? Sydney. So this is what they look like. Obviously this is smaller than the regular ones, and then I swatched all three of them on my hand. So this is Pinkberry by Estee Lauder, so it's kind of like a nice deep rose. This is the Revlon Primrose, which is definitely lighter pinky, a little more purpley toned as well. And then this is the Buxom, which is a little more nude and just gives your lips kind of like a more nude look. So there are all three of them right there. And then I have two glosses. The first one is by Rimmel. It is the Stay Glossy lip glosses. These are really beautiful. They last so long on your lips. This is kind of wearing off, but it's definitely like a peachy color. Let me swatch it for you. And I don't know what color it is because when you take the packaging off, it comes off. So that is it right there. And it just kind of wears really nicely on your lips, and it just has a really nice texture to it. And the other one is the Buxom Bare Essentials in, I think this is April. So this is kind of a nice pink color, and it has a little bit of purpley and silver glitter in it. And I have this one on my lips as well. So here is the Rimmel one right there, and then that is the Buxom one down below. So really nice glosses. And then for eyes, my two favorite liquid liners have to be my Physicians formula. This is the Eye Booster. It is just such a nice liquid liner. It's kind of like a felt tip, but a little bit softer. So there is that one. Really dark and just gives you a really thin line on your eyes. And the other one is the Fabuliner by Jordana. And this one you can find at Rite Aid, and it's super, super cheap. So this is a felt tip, a little bit thicker, but I do find it's a little bit more black. So there are those two right there. And a little bit more kind of wet. And then two favorite pencils. The first one is the Studio Gear Inline Outline. It is a just nude liner, and I use this for my waterline and just to brighten in the inner corners. And it's great. If you ever have red under your eyes, this works really nicely to kind of give you that awake look. And then the other one is my Chanel eyeliner. I think it's in Marine. This is so old. I've used so much of it. But look at that. Let me swatch it for you. It's a dark blue color, and it's just so, that's a lovely swatch. It's so pretty. I have it on my waterline right now, and I should probably buy a new one of these. And my last thing is mascara. So the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara is definitely my favorite. I like the carbon black one, and I also like the full definition one. They are just a really nice kind of natural bristled brush. They give you so much volume, and they're so black, and they don't clump, they don't flake. They don't make your lashes crispy and spidery. They're just really good mascaras that you can layer on. And I don't know, I just haven't been impressed by many drugstore mascaras except for those. One last thing that I didn't mention is a setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I do prefer the Do Me setting spray. I actually used it all up. It's a moisturizing setting spray. This is just the long-lasting one, but the Do Me one just gives me a very more dewy look to my face, and it's a little more hydrating. But these are just really good setting sprays, and they're by Scandinavia, if you're wondering. So that is it for my favorites of makeup for 2012. I hope you all enjoyed this video and found some things that you can try out yourself. And please, if you have some things that you think I would like to, leave them in the comments below, and maybe I will try them out. So I hope you all had a fabulous 2012, and hopefully this year is just as good, if not better. And I will be posting my favorites for hair, body, and skincare after this. So hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!